Africa is a very beautiful continent, and with no doubt, it has some of the best looking cities in the world. In this video, we present to you the top 10 most beautiful African capital cities. Remember, these are not in any form of chronological order, but entirely dependent on my personal experiences. And if you're new here, my name is Gani, and this is the African Myth Show, where I spread good vibes about the African continent. So if you want to learn more about the African continent and the African culture in general, please consider subscribing. Turn that bell notification on as well, so that whenever I have a new video out, I get you notified. And also remember that at every end of my videos, I share a free Swahili lesson. This is simply because Swahili is the most spoken African language on the African continent, so be sure to look out for that. And for all of you my African viewers, if you would like to start making $10,000 and more per month, we just released a very comprehensive course that will enable you to achieve this, basically selling products on the Jumia platform. So for more about this, you can check out the description of this video, or else you can check the top pinned comment on this very video. Tunis is the capital city of Tunisia. It is endowed with sandy beaches, a great nightlife, traditional markets, Tunisian cuisines, and a rich historical architecture, which makes Tunisia one of the best tourist destinations on the African continent. So if you're planning your next travel destination, definitely Tunisia is one of those that you should include on your bucket list. Dar es Salaam, also known as the Land of Peace, is the former capital and the busiest city in Tanzania. It has unique sites like the Kariakoo shopping district, where people from all over the world come to shop for African merchandise. I would go and add on the fact that Dar es Salaam also has some of the cleanest roads on the African continent and a very beautiful sea shoreline. Lagos, Nigeria. Being a former Nigerian capital, Lagos remains one of Africa's most beautiful cities, with one of the best nightlife on the continent. Lagos also boasts with some of the best leisure facilities in Africa, and also being one of the largest business centers on the continent because of being the most highly populated city on the African continent. Addis Ababa, the capital of Ethiopia, has world-class buildings with some of the best skylines in the world. It also has a properly organized road network with a light train as well, which makes the city a very beautiful one. And this is for the fellas. I've also had many people say that it also has some of the most beautiful girls on the African continent. So if you're planning your next visit, probably Ethiopia or Addis Ababa is one of those places that you should visit and check this out for yourself. Port Louis, Mauritius is found on one of the islands in the Indian Ocean. The Mauritius capital, Port Louis, is one of the cleanest and most beautiful capitals in the world. With a world-class road network and beautiful streets, Mauritius is one of the best tourist destinations on the African continent. So I would definitely recommend this to anyone that would love to visit the African continent. So Port Louis is definitely one of those places to check out. Rwanda is the capital city to Africa's second largest oil producer. Rwanda is home to the country's main seaport and administrative center, and this has gained it a lot of infrastructure development in the past 2 decades. Cairo, Egypt. If you're a good reader, you know that the world civilization began in Egypt. Cairo, the Egyptian capital, is the largest city in North Africa, and it's one of the cities that never sleeps 24/7. Definitely one of those that I should be recommending you to include on your bucket list, because it has so many beautiful city features that I believe when you visit Cairo, you would be able to get to experience all these nice features and sights in Cairo. Nairobi, Kenya is one of the most visited cities in Africa. The city has greatly improved in terms of infrastructure over the last couple of years, especially right now after the appointment of General Badi. He is currently the city leader, and trust me, he has transformed Nairobi, Kenya in a 360-degree kind of development. So when you visit Kenya, I'm sure you would have to see this, because Nairobi, Kenya has some of the best looking streets on the African continent today. They are very clean and everything is just perfect for a city. I would also add on the fact that Nairobi city is the only city with a game park right in the city, and this is one of the reasons it receives many tourists every year. Kigali, Rwanda is one of the best looking cities on the African continent, with a very wide green cover. While in Kigali, you will rarely find any kind of dirt in the city. This level of cleanliness in the city is due to the national government practice called umuganda, where everyone must engage in community cleanliness every last Saturday of the month. Kigali is definitely one of the best tourist destinations on the continent. So if you're planning your travel to the African continent, Kigali is definitely one of those places that you should include on your list of cities to visit in Africa. Cape Town, South Africa is a vibrant and colorful city with stunning beaches, great buildings and beautiful skylines, beautiful mountains that will enable you hike right in the city, and some of the finest vineyards in Africa. So with this list, I believe that these are the top 10 most beautiful African capital cities, and if you're planning your travel, you should be definitely checking out one of these cities, or even you can travel to all these cities to find out exactly what I've been talking about in this video. And for our Swahili lesson for today, it is kukimbia. This is a word that translates for running. So if you would like to say maybe someone is running, so you would say anakimbia. So that's our Swahili lesson for today. And in case you liked, or in case you enjoyed this particular video, please give it a thumbs up, and also don't forget to please consider subscribing to the channel, turn the bell notification on as well, so that whenever I have a new video out, I get you notified. Thank you so much for watching this video. Watch this next one.